Yeah, တို့ဆရာမတို့အားလုံးမင်္ဂလာပါ
မင်္ဂလာပါ
ဟုတ်ကဲ့ပါ
မင်္ဂလာပါ
ဒီနေ့လိုမျိုးတင်းစားချိန်ပေါ့နော်နေ့လည်ခင်းမှာလာပြီးတော့တက်ပေးကြတာတကူတကလာတက်ပေးကြတယ်ကျေးဇူးတင်တယ်နော်ဆိုတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့ရဲ့အချိန်လေးကအဲ့လိုလေးလောက်ရတာဆိုတော့နည်းနည်းလေးကိုလိုကလန်ဖြစ်သွားတော့ပေါ့နော်အားလုံးလာတက်ပေးတဲ့အတွက်ကျေးဇူးတင်ပါတယ်ဆိုတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့ Edulingo ကတော့ပုံမှန်အားဖြင့်ပေါ့နော်ဆိုတော့ webinar လေးတွေလုပ်ဖြစ်နေပါတယ်ပေါ့နော်အများသောအားဖြင့်တော့ဒီ teachers education အတွက်ကိုဦးတည်ပြီးတော့ပေါ့နော်လုပ်ဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဒီနေ့ကတော့ကျွန်တော်ရဲ့တငယ်ချင်းလည်းဖြစ်တဲ့လုံဘော်ကံပဲလည်းဖြစ်တဲ့ဆ iam မြဆ iam စန္ဒရာကနေပြီးတော့နော်ဆိုတော့ဒီနေ့အစီအစဉ်လေးကိုဥဆောင်ပြီးတော့ဆွေးနွေးသွားမှာ
Okay, thank you for introducing me. Okay, yeah, I'm Joe. Thank you so much, teachers coming and joining their webinar, even though it is your lunch time. Okay, thank you so much for coming and joining. Okay, I think some of you have already known me and some of you haven't known me, so that's why let me briefly introduce myself a little bit. I'm teacher Sandra, and then I'm a co-founder of Actualingo. And then thank you so much for coming and joining their webinar. So shall we start? So I hope all of you are already familiar with the topic I'm going to deal with today. So today I'm going to discuss enhancing ELT teachers' soft skills. So let me introduce you the content of today's webinar. So today we are going only to deal with these contents because I have got only 40 minutes time limit. I will try to reduce this as much as I can. First of all, I'm going to deal with definition of soft skills and then why soft skills matters in ELT and developing soft skills, wrap up in key takeaway sections. These are the contents of today's webinar. Before we start, let me introduce the objectives of today's lessons. Okay. At the end of the webinar, I hope all of you will be able to understand the role of soft skills in ELT, and you will be able to identify key soft skills essential for effective teaching, and you will be able to practice strategies to develop and enhance these skills in the classrooms. So first of all, we are going to deal with this one a little bit here. So have you already tried our Mentimeter? Okay, shall we try that one soft applications or software? I will send you the Mentimeter code here. Okay, could you kindly join? Okay, Mentimeter. Right. Okay. You can join at Mentimeter. Okay, using these codes. I will copy and I will send it in the sunshine about. I have already sent it to you. Can you join it? Okay, for those teachers who have already joined, okay, could you kindly answer? Do you know what skills are known as soft skills before we identify what are soft skills? I see. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your response. I see 3 of you answer not sure. Okay, what about the others teachers? Okay, some of you know already. Yes. Okay. No. Okay. So maybe because of the internet connectivity, okay. So if you cannot join the Mentimeter, you can type your answer in the chat box. Okay, thank you. So on chat box, okay, thank you. Thank you so much for your answer. Okay, so actually, soft skill is non-technical skill that influence how you interact with others and manage relationships effectively. This is the definition of soft skills. Okay, thank you for your answer, teacher. So could you kindly type any soft skills that you know? If you cannot, yeah, any soft skill that you know, which one will be the soft skill? Could you kindly type your answer in the Mentimeter, or maybe could you kindly type your answer in the chat box? If you can't join Mentimeter, okay, you can type your answer in the chat box. A report presentations, okay, thank you. For those teachers who can join Mentimeter, could you kindly type, okay? Okay, thank you. Patience, okay. Okay, presentation skills. Kindness, rapport building, like those things, okay. Thinking skills, okay. Leadership, okay, thank you, thank you.
Leadership.
Okay, I see, thank you for all of your answer, teacher.
Management.
Time management, okay, good job, teacher, thank you for your answer, teacher.
Management.
Cooperations, of course, thank you for all of
Collaboration.
and collaborations, okay, because by looking at the answer, what clouds, okay, some of you have already known, these are the soft skills. Okay, thank you. This is just the diagram of soft skills and what are hard skill. And we are going to focus on soft skill today, especially for
Collaboration.
okay, thank you. Thank you so much for your answer. So this is the definition of soft skill we have already identified. And then we can categorize soft skills into 3 categories, okay, according to taxonomy of soft skills. The first category will be personnel, and the second one will be social, and the third one will be content reliance or methodological, like this, as you can see here. Okay.
Reliance.
Of personnel, you will see learning skill, commitment, professional ethics. These are there, all the soft skills. So what about with the teachers? What kind of soft skills are essential for teachers? Okay, so type 1 soft skill you think or you believe it is really essential for teachers. Could you kindly type your answer in the chat box?
Hello.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your answer, teachers. Okay, management, flexibility, okay, subject matter master, I see, okay, rapport building, okay, thank you for all of your answer. Okay, yes, all of your answer are correct. There are a lot for soft skills. So we're going to discuss why soft skills matters in ELT, why it is important in English language teaching. There are lots of soft skills, and you also mentioned about 1 soft skill that is essential for teachers, right? So why soft skills are important in English language teaching? Any idea why soft skills are important in ELT? Yeah, to communicate and interact with each other. Yes, thank you for your answer, teacher. What about the other teacher? You can kindly share your answer. Okay, so let me show you, send ideas. Why soft skills are really important in English language teaching in order to build rapport with students, okay? And also in order to facilitate and support learning environments, and in order to enhance classroom management, okay? And another one is, okay, in order to improve conflict resolution and adaptability, okay? Another one will be in order to promote collaboration among colleagues. So that's why soft skills are really important in English language teachings. Yeah, okay. It is not about teaching, also about being a community with student. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your answer, all of your answer in the chat box, teacher. Yes, all of your answer are correct. Thank you for your participations and responses. So now shall we move to another one this time? Okay, so we have seen, so we have described about a lot of soft skills. Here, I'm going to identify only 10 key soft skills that is essential for ELT teacher, because there are a lot of skills. But for ELT teacher, in my opinion, these 10 soft skills are really important for teachers. So what are they? Any idea? Any idea? Okay, let me share here.
You know how beautiful like it would be for like I
For your answer, teacher. Thank you for your answer. Yes, okay, all of your answer are included here in top 10 list. So these are the 10 key soft skills really essential for ELT teacher among different soft skills here. So first of all, it will be effective communication. Second one will be active listening. Third one will be empathy. And fourth one will be adaptability. And the fifth one will be cultural awareness. And sixth will be collaboration. And another one, 7 will be time management. 8 will be conflict resolutions. And then also will be 9 will be leaderships. And then the last one will be critical thinking. Okay, these are really important, okay, for soft skills for ELT teachers. So let me share you briefly about what do these 10 soft skills mean. When we talk about effective communication, we mentioned about clear, concise, and engaging language. And when we talk about active listening, we have to focus on our students, and we have to show engagement through eye contact, like those things. We have to make sure we understand their feelings and their situations by asking some questions. And we have to show empathy. We have to understand, we have to address our learner needs. And for adaptability, we have to manage and expect challenges in teaching. Cultural awareness, when we talk about cultural awareness, we have to respect diverse cultural contexts. When we talk about collaboration, we have to work effectively with our colleagues, and not only with our colleagues, but also with our students and also with the administrators. And for the time management, we have to balance lesson preparation and teaching. Conflict resolution means we have to address misunderstanding calmly and constructively. So for leadership, we have to inspire and we have to guide students and colleagues. And for critical thinking, here it's mean making informed and reflected teaching decisions. So these are the 10 soft skills that is really essential for ELT teachers, in my opinion. So before we study how to develop these soft skills in our language teaching, let me share my experience a little bit. So related with effective communication. When we talk about communications, how many types of communication are there? So here I'm communicating with verbally, right?
Verbally, yeah.
Yes, verbally in
Written communications.
Yeah, thank you. Spoken and written, right? So thank you so much for your answer. So we can talk about, okay, spoken communication and written communication, and also known as verbal communication and non-verbal communication, like this, right? Okay, when we talk about verbal communication, we have to use spoken words, tone of voice, sign language, and written words. When we talk about non-verbal communication, we have to use our body language, facial expressions, eye contact, and we have to give some personal space, like this, right? So let me share my experience related with effective communication here. So sorry, I show you the tips already. Okay, so for the effective communication, whenever I give instruction to my students, I always break them into small, clear stuff, and I always check they are understanding, whether they really understand my instructions or not. And I usually ask, can someone repeat the step so that, okay, I can make sure they understand my instruction and can do the task really well. So in order to do that, let me share some tips I usually use. So I use send ICQs and CCQs and use the scaffolding methods, and I try to use non-verbal communication effectively. So sometimes by looking, just only using your facial expressions, we can make communication with our students like this. And another thing, let me share another experience, okay, another tip based on my experience. So related with another soft skill. For time management, I prioritize my task. Which one is really important? I will do it first. What about the deadline? Okay. And I try to use digital tools for planning. Like I said, okay, Google Calendar, and then I try to make my schedules there. Okay. And then I try to set realistic goals. Okay. Not too far reaching goal, just set realistic goal. In this way, I try to practice time management skills. Okay. I think it is a lot, okay? It is enough for sharing my experience. And now we are going to practice. And we are going to work together. And then we are going to practice how to develop key soft skills. Okay, I will show you some scenarios, and then we are going to work together and we are going to find it out. So for the scenario one, how to address a student concern about a challenging task empathetically. Try to record about the soft skills we have already discussed. There are 10 key soft skills that is really essential for ELT teachers. So what about this scenario one situations? So I will try to, okay, let you work with a partner, okay, in the breakout room. Maybe I will try to. And I won't give you not so many minutes because I got only 40 minutes, that's fine. Wait for a while. So in the breakout room, could you kindly share, okay? Could you kindly share your idea? So what are the tips? How do you usually deal with those ones, okay? Just wait for a while. I'm trying to assign you in different rooms. And at the same time, while you're waiting for me assigning you into breakout room, so could you kindly think about the situations? Have you ever encountered such kind of situations and how you deal with that one?
Record.
Okay, so now I will start the breakout round. I want you to discuss your idea with your speaking partners in the breakout room. I hope you have a nice conversation with a partner in the breakout room. Okay, now I will start. And I will give you only here 5 minutes to discuss. Sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome back, teacher. Sorry to end the breakout room early. Okay.
5 minutes is so short, I think so.
Ah, so sorry about that one, teacher. Because I have to learn. Okay, I have to learn to think and watch for 40 minutes.
Okay, sure.
So sorry. Okay. Okay, so sorry, so sorry. Okay, so sorry to end the breakout room, Ali. Okay, I hope you have a nice talk with your with your speaking partners in the breakout room. Okay, so what about teachers? Okay, any tips? How can we usually deal with this one? How can we usually deal with this one? Any idea? Any volunteer teachers? Okay. Encourage, break down the task scaffold. Okay, thank you for your answer, teachers, like this. What about the others, teacher? Yeah, if you don't want to speak out, okay, you can type your answer in the chat box. I really appreciate all of your efforts, teacher. Any idea? Yeah, we have to show sympathy to their feelings. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so let me share some tips. I hope you have already shared your ideas. Okay, for the tip one, we have to do some active listening. Okay, we have to listen to our students. Okay, what's the problems, like those things. Okay, what is the necessary? Okay, what are their difficulties? Okay, what are their needs, like those things. Okay, we have to pay attention to them, and we have to ask the questions, and we have to give feedback. Another one is that we have to understand cultural background. Okay, because of their different cultural backgrounds. So our students have, okay, yes, thank you. Okay, our students are facing such kind of problems. Is there any differences? Another one is that, okay, we have to reflect on student needs. Okay, what are their needs? Okay, what about the student strengths and weakness, like those things? Okay, we have to think of these things with empathy. Okay, so I hope you have already shared your experience. Okay, already, right? Okay, how you have deal with those situations. Sorry for the time constraint. I need to skip another one. Maybe when we have some more time, we are going to discuss these things. Okay, what about scenario 2? We are going to think about this one. This time, I will let you work with a partner in the breakout room. We are going to work together on the main sections. So when we are going to deal with a student frequently interrupt the class, disrupting others. I think some of you have already encountered such kind of situations, right? For that situation, how do you usually deal with that one, teachers? How do you usually deal with that one? Any idea? Could you kindly type your answer in the chat box? So I hope you have already encountered such kind of situations. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you for all of your answer. Let me share mine, okay? My suggestions, okay? So for tip 1, again, okay, we have to give our active listening to our students, okay? And after that, okay, we have to set boundaries, okay? Here, what we mean boundaries, okay? So we have to say them clearly what they can do or what they can't do, like those things. Okay, we have to set boundaries. Okay, maybe we have to tell them each and everyone we have to participate, and each and everyone we have only one time. Okay, let's share other people, let's give other people a chance to share their idea. Another one will be, okay, we have to choose empathy and redirect behavior. We have to appreciate like this. Okay, you are very good. Okay, you are quite good, like those things. Okay, but at the time, okay, we need to redirect them, like those things. Okay, and for the sake of time, I will deal with this one. Okay, and what about another one here? Maybe we have already encountered such kind of situations a lot, right? Some of the students, they hesitate to participate in online class, right? So at the time, how will you deal with this situation? Any other soft skills? Thank you. Could you kindly type your answer in the chat box? Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much for all of your answer, teachers. Yes, of course. Okay, so these are some tips. We can deal with those things. We have to create a welcoming environment. Okay, so there won't be too pressure at all. And then for that one, okay, we have to start with simple, low pressure questions, simple questions. Okay, we shouldn't force them to answer difficult questions. Another one, we have to provide waiting time. It is really necessary. We have to provide waiting time. And like here, okay. So, and then we have to use the chat feature for anonymous contributions. And also another one, we have to recognize and we have to celebrate participations. In this way, we can encourage students to participate in an online class. The last scenario here. So how to manage overactive student in discussion, especially nowadays, most of the children, they are really active. Okay, whenever we ask any volunteers, they really want to share their ideas, right? At the time, how do you usually deal with those situations? Let me share some tips, okay? So we can set clear expectation, like I have mentioned before, okay? Each and everyone, we have to share at least once, like those things. And then another one will be, we have to acknowledge their enthusiasms and we have to gently redirect them, okay? So let's give chance to other, like those things. Another one will be, we have to specify time limit. Okay, so each and everyone, we have 1 minute to share your idea, like those things. Another one will be, we have to reinforce that. Listening is also as important as speaking. It is really important for our students to remind them. They are really good at, okay, speaking, but they forgot to pay attention to other people. They forget to listen to other people. And the last one will be here. We have to assign specific role to their overactive students. Like they can be the note taker, they can be the timekeeper, or they can be the summarizer, like those things. So these are the same scenario, okay, mostly encountered in our English language teachings. And let me show you some things a little bit here. Let me skip. Okay. Okay, so after we have practiced or after we have discussed about some scenario, so what about the strategies to enhance soft skills? Any other strategies? How can we enhance it? Any idea? You can type your answer in the chat box. Okay, let me show some tips. So we can do peer observation and feedback, and we can do self-reflections. We can do some mentorship programs, and we can also do classroom activities, and we can also do student feedback. Okay, when we talk about, okay, peer observations and feedback. So it is mean, okay, we can have a conversation with our colleagues, okay? Okay, so we can ask our colleagues to do some observation in our teaching. And after that, okay, we can ask for the suggestion. Is it okay? Or sometime, for me, I usually have a discussion with my colleagues because we have to teach same, okay, level at the time. For me, I'm using the same course with them. So for me, in my class, okay, I teach this one, but it went well. But for another class, it didn't work out well. So how about yours? We share our experience, and then in this way, we try to enhance soft skill. And another one is that we have to do self-reflection, like journaling. Okay, so after you have, okay, taught, and when you come back, okay, just write down, okay, in this class, today class, which went well and which didn't work out well, like those things. And another one is, okay, mentorship programs. When we talk about mentorship programming, we have to seek guidance from experienced teachers, okay, to develop your soft skill. How can you deal with this one? Another one is classroom activity. So maybe you can incorporate activities that provide or promote collaborations, communications, and critical thinking among students. Another way to enhance soft skills, in order to build rapport, you can practice student feedback. So nowadays, there are a lot of, okay, a lot of things you can use. They can give you feedback anonymously. Like, for example, you can ask them, give your feedback by Google Forms, okay? You don't need to mention your real name, okay? You can use any email, and then after every lessons, you can ask them to fill out the forms so that you will know what is your strengths and what are your what they are likes, what they are needs, like those things. But no, in this way, you can try to make your lesson to be perfect, and then you will know what your student needs and then what your student wants, okay, what their strengths, like those things. But no, in this way, you are going to create an interactive learning environment. Okay, let me wrap up a little bit like this. So these are the soft skills we have discussed. Because soft skills enhance teaching effectiveness and student outcomes. These are the soft skills. Okay, one thing before we end up the sections, I want you to, okay, actually, I want to encourage you to practice. It is time for actions. I want you to practice one soft skills intentionally in your teaching next week. So because we have we have known about, okay, top 10 soft skills for the ELT teachers, and we have find out send solutions and subtips. We exchange our idea for send soft skills, send scenarios, like those things, okay? So that's why I want you to practice. I encourage you to practice one soft skills intentionally in your teaching next week. Before we end up our sections, okay, could you kindly tell one key takeaway from these sections? You can type your answer in the chat box. Thank you for all of your answer. Because of the time constraints, I need to be in a hurry, and then so sorry for that. I cannot give you a lot of time. So actually, I just want you to hear from all of your ideas, and I want you to have a live discussion also. Really so sorry for the inconvenience and time constraints. Okay, thank you for all of your answer, teachers. So once some of your teachers are writing down key takeaway. Any other questions? Any other questions? Any other question, teacher? Any other questions? Okay, these are the references. If you have questions, feel free to ask me, teachers. We can spare some time. Any other question, teachers? Okay. Okay, teachers, if you don't have any other questions, shall we call it a day? Thank you so much for coming and joining today's webinars. Although you are very busy, okay, thank you so much for setting aside some time and coming and joining the webinars. So hope to see all of you again in next webinar, content deck by ActuLingos. Okay, at the time, we are trying to, okay, give you more time for discussions, and then maybe more time for active participations, teachers. So thank you so much. Okay, thank you. So let me end the meeting. Thank you so much, teachers.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, thank you.